Welcome to video number 7 of Cupola Corner's Back to Basics card making series. My name is Sandra and today I'm going to show you how to make a single lengthwise cut in your pattern paper and how this can help you to create cards that will be perfect for a variety of occasions. Here's just some examples of this style of card. So to begin with, you're going to need half a sheet of printer size cardstock. 80 pounds is best and then it'll stand up for you. You're going to cut your base and all your other papers with a paper trimmer. And also you can use your paper trimmer to score. A board like this comes with a scoring blade and you just flip out the cutting blade, put in the scoring blade, and you're all set. You can also use a scoring board similar to this one, and all you would need to use would be a bone folding tool to score for that one. So once you have your base cut and scored, you're going to be looking at your other papers that you're going to need, and you will find all of these paper measurements in the Back to Basics card making ebook, which is free, and you can find out how to download that in the description for this video. So when you are cutting your cardstock and your papers, remember to use your paper trimmer. It gives you nice straight cuts, and you are going to be cutting everything 1/4 of an inch smaller than the mat onto which it is placed, so whether that's pattern paper or other cardstocks. This card is the exception. As you can see, we're taking off an extra 1/8 of an inch because we're going to make a cut on the long side. So you're going to take your paper trimmer, you're going to measure over 1 inch and cut. So keep track of where this came from, because as you can see with this paper, that's going to make a difference with your pattern. It may not always be the case, but you're going to appreciate knowing which part goes where. I strongly recommend using a repositionable glue dot tape runner. And we have our handy silicone mat here to keep the little dots off of our background. You can get away with just a little bit of the glue on the back. You don't need to fill in the whole thing. We're going to place the first part of our mat to the left, and then this strip is going to go to the right. Now with this card, there are lots of options with whether you use a portrait or landscape. And as you can see, we're going to leave an 1/8 of an inch between the strips and between the edge of the cardstock, and there you have it. Okay. So as I mentioned, all the measurements will be in the Back to Basics card book, card making ebook, and this design works great portrait or landscape. As you can see, here's a landscape version one, and we're going to make this one portrait. And we're going to put some paper flowers with brads down the edge. So when you're adding embellishments, it's a good idea to make sure that you are working on your card base, not on the finished card. So finish up your matte base before you add it to the card base. Then if you have things like brads, they're not going to show through on the inside of the card. So for this particular card, I've made a little template for how I'm going to punch my holes, and that, if I just hang on to that, that's going to be handy in the future. I'm just going to make little dots where these go here. And then I'm going to use my Japanese screw punch to put holes in here for my brads and my flowers. The Japanese screw punch is a very handy little tool, and I do have a video about it, and you can see the hole goes right through. It's really great in these places where just a little 16-inch hand punch isn't going to work because it's too far in. And there is a video on my YouTube channel for how to use the Japanese screw punch. So we've got a little bit of flexibility with how this works. With the brads, you don't need to glue anything down. You're just going to put your paper, flour positioned on your brad and then through the hole. And then you're ready. And for this particular card, I'm not going to add anything more at this time, but you could easily put a greeting in the larger part, or you could just leave it. And I'll probably add a happy birthday since those are the cards I mostly use. So check the YouTube video for Japanese screw punch, and I believe there's also a YouTube video for using the silicone mat with your tape runners. So my cardstock mat and pattern paper are ready to glue down, and as you can see, I'm going to have 1/8 of an inch all the way around that as well. Pretty standard fare for card making. Use as much or as little glue as you're comfortable with when you're using your tape runner. You don't need to have glue everywhere. That's certainly something to keep in mind. And just position that so that you're center top and bottom and center left and right. And you're all set. I also have made an inside mat in the coordinating red and also with a piece of white on, and that's going to go on the inside, and that's for me to write a little note to the person to whom I'm going to send the card. And as I said, it'll most likely end up being a birthday card. Those are the ones I tend to use most, other than at Christmas time, of course. If you have a stamp, you can do that anytime. I would recommend doing it before you put your front mat down, simply because if you mess this up and you want to change your mind about how you do it, you haven't committed to the card yet, so you still have lots of flexibility. So remember, all the card making instructions are in the ebook. So there you have it, basic but beautiful. Card making is lots of fun. You can check out the description for the all the measurements, for the ebook companion ebook and the instructions on how to download it for free. All you have to do is sign up for Cupid Corner emails. Here's a happy birthday done with landscape version with the shadow effect of the eclipse. It's sort of the pretend eclipse technique. There's another, here's a portrait one and another landscape one. So you can follow Cupid Corner on Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube for Back to Basics updates. We'd also love to have you join our Coffee and Cards Facebook group. We're building a caring and sharing community of card makers. This Facebook group welcomes all levels of card makers, and we would love to see your cards from kits, cards based on a design template, and your do your own thing cards. And there's a link for that in the description. I hope that you found this video helpful as you continue on your card making journey. Video 8 is up next, and this time we'll be using a single widthwise cut in your pattern paper to create a basic but beautiful card design. Until then, happy card making!